Ladies and gentlemen, Capital G back at it with a little update video. I'm going to talk about, a couple things going on now, a few things I'd like to put out for you down the pipe. And let's start with the Q&A video, because I want to do a Q&A video. Question and answer. I have the answers. The only thing I need are your questions. So, got a nice little comment section down below. Please leave me your questions. It could be anything about me personally, about, just things that are just happening on a day-to-day basis. It could be about the content of the channel, how I make my videos. Spoiler alert, low budget. And whatever else you can think of. Everything is fair game. The only thing I ask is let's keep the vibe that we got going. This is a sit down with your coffee and whatever it is you like in your coffee and relax kind of vibe. As long as we're keeping that vibe, anything and everything is fair game. Moving on from that, and where to ask your questions, again, the Discord group. I'll also leave my Discord details in the description below, and also a link to the Dungeons and Cardboard Discord group. So that's where we're going to go next, our LGS, away from our LGS. We're running our first ever Flesh and Blood League right now. We still got lots of Magic going on, Commander as well as other formats. Lots of D&D going. Got some Halo going, so if you're into Halo, we do have a few players rocking that as well. And of course, we have other content creators on our group as well, and they post their content in the content creators sort of chat page. So be sure to check that out as well. So lots of cool people to check out. We've got gameplay videos, unboxings, etc. Moving on from that, let's talk about the Let's Play that we're working on, The Lost Vikings. Looking to record some more of that tomorrow. I was hoping to be able to record more consistently. A lot of the delay on that has to do with my performance in the game, which hasn't been great on the overall. But it's a game I've not played in 20 years. I should have expected some hiccups. I didn't have time to, do 2 playthroughs, a practice and a practice one in addition to the recordings. So my bad on that one. The game is a little longer than I remembered it to be. But we are making some good progress, and I'm hoping to knock a few more stages out for you. And we'll start with those sessions tomorrow morning. Am I going to do the second game? There is a Lost Vikings 2. It's actually called Norse by Northwest, The Return of the Lost Vikings. The second game has 5 characters. You only play 3 at a time, but 5 characters in total that you rotate through. So more variety in that sense. And our returning heroes have more abilities to play with. So still a really, really good game. I'm not going to hit it right away. Just going to knock out this one first. Give it time to grow an audience, shall we say, and then we'll see from there. So that's Lost Vikings as far as the deck text on the channel. Next one will be sometime after the Kamigawa Neon Dynasty spoiler season has wrapped up. We've spoiled a little over 200 cards thus far. I think it's a 300 card set. And once all of the cards are spoiled and I've had a chance to start brewing, we'll work on that. A hint as to who the first commander will be. I have a very rose-tinted glasses level nostalgia for biker mice from Mars. There are biker mice in the set. They exist. So yes, it's silly, but that's what I'm gonna start off with. And some of the new Spirit Dragons I do really like as well. There's a lot of cool commanders. Out of the precons, we have a vehicle commander that is literally a vehicle. So we're seeing some cool innovations on that front. We're seeing some cool innovations from the sagas. I am a little critical of the fact that not all of the Saga Creatures come in with haste. If you haven't seen them yet, once the sagas get to chapter 3, it actually exiles itself and then comes back into play flipped. And on the flip side is a creature, which is a really cool concept. But considering that we've waited a couple of turns for this, why don't they have haste? Some of them do. A very small number of them so far do have haste. But emphasis on small number. Not very many do. And it should be all of them. And my argument for that is suspend. Coming from the time spiral block, the suspend mechanic, if you cast a creature with suspend and it sits in exile for 3 turns, when you finally remove that last time counter and you cast the creature like officially, as a feature of suspend, those creatures come in with haste. So why this is not true of the Saga creatures, I don't understand. It should have been. But still, the concept is amazing. Some of those sagas are still really, really good, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2s, even if the creature part is underwhelming in comparison. And there's been a couple of examples of sagas that Chapters 1 and 2 are kind of but then the creature's amazing, so... we'll definitely talk more about that in the set review because I do plan on doing a set review. I'm going to look at maybe 25 or 30 cards. Going to keep it nice and trim. Whenever I don't do set reviews often, but when I do, I tend to go nuts. This time I'm going to try to be more restrained. I'm going to mix it up, have some of the obvious cards that everybody's talking about, as well as some of the, shall we say, less obvious, more innocuous cards. Because I like that janky, like, secret tech that people don't like to play with, or at least don't think are already good. Because that's what makes the commander deck interesting. No, like Elvish Visionary, for example, is never going to be CEDH. That's not the point of this channel. It never has been. We're trying to play some cool cards, and then if you want to power it up or power it down from there, go for it. That's always been the mission. So... let's see what let's see what the rest of the set looks like, and then put some cool cards into a pile and find out what happens. On that note, I think that covers everything for the channel. And again, one more time, just remember to ask me some questions for the Q&A video. Also remember to put a like and subscribe if you've watched this far, because I love to get those numbers up and, turn this into even just like a part-time job to supplement the family income, shall we say. I still have a long way to go to get to those magic numbers of 1,000 subscribers, but hopefully we can get there. It is a definite goal of mine. So with that in mind, we'll leave it here. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll catch you next time. Bye for now.